Hello there, welcome to 8-3. We're going to talk about today how do we factor trinomials. And we're going to start out with basic trinomials, just in the form x squared plus bx plus c. Now, in chapter 7, you remember that we learned the FOIL method. And pretty much what this is going to be is how do we reverse the FOIL method? How do we get from the trinomial back to the two binomials that it started out as? Now, what we do is we take and we look at C. Okay, C is the third part of the trinomial, and we want to find factors of C that add up to B. Okay, B is the coefficient of x in the middle. So in this example here, if I have x squared plus 9x plus 18, I'm going to list out the factors of 18, and you can see 1 and 18, well, those add up to 19, so that doesn't work. 2 and 9, those add up to 11, that doesn't work. 3 and 6, those add up to 9. So then I know that 3 and 6 are going to be the other part of my binomial. So I can go from x squared plus 9x plus 18 to x plus 3, x plus 6. Okay, so we're looking at for the factors of C that add up to B. Now, when C is positive, okay, and we're going to talk about that first, when C is positive, its factors will also have the same sign. So B then will tell us whether they are positive or negative. So if I have a positive B and a positive C, I know I'm going to have two positive factors. Now if I have a negative B and a positive C, I'm going to have two negative factors. Okay? So let's look at this one here. Factors of 5. We'll start out kind of easy. 5 only has two factors because it's prime. So it has the factors of 1 and 5. Well, those add up to 6, which is what we want. So that means my binomials will be x plus 1, x plus 5. Okay, pretty easy, right? Okay, now let's look at 9. Now 9 has, let's see, 1 and 9, and 3 and 3. Now I want these to add up to 6. So these add up to 10, so that doesn't work. 3 and 3 add up to 6, so that works. So I'm going to have x plus 3, x plus 3 for my binomial. Now let's look at this one. Now notice the difference here is I have negative 8x. So again, I need the factors of 15. Okay, but let's see, if I just do 5 and 3, that's going to add up to positive 8, which is not what I want. Okay, but negative 5 and negative 3 also make positive 15, but they add up to negative 8. So I'm going to need to use negative 5 and negative 3. So I can get rid of this thing here because I need minus signs. So x minus 5 and x minus 3. So we got to pay attention to the sign of B as well, okay, to tell us which signs to use in our binomials. Another one here we have, and again we can get rid of this. We have x minus 13x plus 40. So some factors of 40, first ones I think of are 10 and 4. Well, that's 14. That's not going to work. And I'm going to need negatives here, so I might as well just go with the negatives. That's not going to work, though. What about 8 and 5? Negative 8, negative 5. That's going to be positive 40. That's going to be negative 13, so that works. Okay. So my binomials are going to be x minus 8 and x minus 5. Okay? Now the next thing we need to talk about is what happens when C is negative. Well, when C is negative, that means we're going to have opposite signs for its factors. So we're going to have one positive factor, one negative factor. Now the sign of B can tell us which is which. Okay? The larger factor, okay, will have the same sign as B. Okay? And you'll see what this means here in a second. So see here I have x squared plus x minus 20. So again, I need to get negative 20. So I'm going to need negative and a positive factor, and then I need positive 1. So let's say I go 10 and negative 2. Well, that's going to give me 8. That's not going to work. What if I do 5 and negative 4? Well, that's going to work. That's going to give me 1. So, in my factorization, I would have x plus 5, because it's a positive 5, and x minus 4. Now notice here that x was, or b here was positive 1, so my larger factor, which was 5, it's bigger than 4, has the plus sign next to it. Okay, now let's look at this one. Negative 18. Let's see, we got negative 9 and 2. That's going to give me negative 7. That's not what I want. I want negative 3. Let's see, negative 3 and 6. Well, that's going to give me positive 3. That's not what I want. What if I go negative 6, 3? That's going to give me negative 3, so that works. So I'd have x minus 6, x plus 3. Okay? And again, you notice here b is negative, so my larger factor, 6, has a minus sign in front of it. So that's how I factored basic trinomials of the form x squared plus bx plus c. Notice that the major things you got to pay attention to is just the signs you're going to use in your binomials. Okay? Let me know tomorrow if you have any questions, and I'll see you then.